he wants the SAVE Act to be stopped. The SAVE Act, currently 180 people have signed a petition to override the committee. It hasn't even gone through committee. People are trying to overpass it. Not only that, but it has 150 co-sponsors. Now that we stand that this law not only is racist, but it drains our resources and it's against human dignity. Not only that, but we're also protesting against the border fence. And the SAVE Act wants to reinforce that border fence. The border fence is a drain of our resources for something ridiculously stupid. Because the border fence wants to keep out people that is not even working. People have already built holes through it. Sand dunes have already let people climb over it. This is ridiculous. We're just wasting our money. Not only that, but there are rare species of birds, rare species of tigers that are going to disappear when this border is built. Not only that, but there are sacred Native American grave sites that are going to be plowed and destroyed when the fence is completed. Now, we stand, this is an infringement on our freedom of religion and also on our right to have a protected environment. Not only that, Michael Chertoff was given the power by Congress to override any of these laws and to tell courts that they can't second guess anything he says. We believe that this is the rise of authoritarianism in this country, and we're going to stand up to defend it for that.
Woo! Yeah!
What this office is going to do to take action against this?
Well, I'm going to pass along your comments today to the congressman and let him know how you feel.
Do you think that he's going to need one of these? Yes.
Okay. What's the congressman's position on the SAVE Act?
Well, you know.
He's one of the people that signed the petition to override the committee. So we actually want to speak to him right now.
We actually have asked him to meet with us.
Yeah, we asked him to meet with us.
Well, the congressman's in Washington, D.C. That's where Congress is at, so he's not here in the district. I'm Ron Turner. I run the district operations here for the congressman. So I'll be happy to pass along your comments. Let them know that you stopped by. Anything that you have like this to pass along, we'll pass along to the congressman, our legislative staff.
Well, if he's not here right now, we'd like to meet with him again when he is here.
And I would like to talk to him on the phone. I think this is an important enough issue.
Yeah.
We need his attention now.
Yeah, we want an appointment with him. If he's not here right now, we want an
If
appointment.
you leave your information with me, we'll do it.
Well, we've called before. He has the information.
Well, he has a huge amount of explaining to do on this issue because, as far as we can tell, he's actively supporting something that's racist and that is a waste of taxpayers' money.
He's not only actively supporting it, he's actively supporting it not having like the proper oversight and supporting more of this laws being completely overridden and ignored for militaristic purposes that are not increasing homeland security.
And you have his calendar, so all you have to do is look up a date when he's free.
I'm not the scheduler. It doesn't work that way. So you submit a request, you go through the process.
What is
it
a
needs to go up
request?
to like months ahead of time.
I tell you, I feel like we're getting blown off here.
Yeah.
Well, I'm meeting with you right now, so I'm the top
You're not
staffer.
Vern Buchanan.
I'm his top staffer here. I'm not. So anyhow, I'll pass along the information to him, and if you want to make a meeting request, like I said, if you give me your information, I'll make sure we get to the schedule or whatever.
How about we make a phone call?
Can we leave him a very miserable voicemail?
Yeah.
If I can, I have kind of a different perspective. I'm in my 30s, and friends of mine were in Berlin when the wall came down. So I'm here for a little different reason. I grew up in the Cold War, as I'm sure you did, and the Berlin Wall was the symbol of injustice, and America opposing the Berlin Wall was an identity thing for us.
Right.
So we're talking about making ourselves the ones who make the wall. And there could be nothing clearer. There could be nothing clearer. It is making us the ones who are the Central Empire and making everybody outside of us the ones subjected to our empire. We wall them out. And the argument would be that, well, the Soviets were walling their own people in. But this would be an even worse form of imperialism. To wall everybody out and subject them through economic means would be the worst form of imperialism, and to vote for that is an atrocity.
So what is Vern doing now that he can't talk to us?
He's working, so they have committee meetings and
Do you think that he would feel if he knew that we were here that it was more important to talk about this issue that's effectively overriding our federal laws than whatever he's doing now? Because I think he would. I hope that he would.
Well, I mean, he is doing the people's work right now. He has to represent all the constituents, not just the people that are in the room. So his committee meetings and things that he does all day long, he meets with constituents in D.C. But as I said, I'll be happy to pass along your views to him. If you have any other information like this, please give it to me.
I would also like to add that this is a protest not just from the Immigrants' Rights Coalition, but also the environmental group, because we're not just disappointed with Vern Buchanan's policy on human rights, we're also incredibly disappointed with his stance on global warming and his complete ignorance, apparently, about the incredible severity of those issues. So that's why we chose Earth Day as the day to mobilize, to come down here, to march through downtown Sarasota, to come and to say that we want better, because we're the young people, and we're going to be affected. We're going to be the ones who are going to have to pay the bill for this border wall that we don't want, that we don't think makes any sense. It's not going to solve any of the root problems, and we don't want to have to deal with the consequences of unmitigated global warming. So if Vern Buchanan was really listening and really cared about us and really cared about the voices of the young people in this room, who are one day going to take leadership positions, and we'll be the people who are running this country, and we are not impressed so far by what we've seen of Vern Buchanan. And, I mean, even the border wall, if you want to talk, Jose talked a little bit about it, but, I mean, the fact that this wall is going to be built through wildlife refuges, the fact that this border wall is going to be built through endangered species migration corridors, and all of these programs that we're spending taxpayer money on preserving these areas, and now we're going to militarize them and build a giant militarized wall on an imaginary line that runs through ecosystems makes absolutely no ecological sense, and it makes absolutely no sense from a human rights or social justice perspective. So in all ways that you can look at it, this wall is just a horrible idea, and it's more of Vern's not actually taking action on issues that are important that we care about. So.
We're not listening to his constituents because we're not happy with this.
Well, there are a lot more constituents.
Well, I don't think he's listening to his constituents when this law is overriding basically other already established laws, like the environmental protection laws, like the laws that protect religious freedom, the Native American Race Act. Like, I don't think that he's following his constituents when he's allowing Michael Chertoff to take all this power. Not only that, but we can't even contest it in the courts, only in the Supreme Court. I don't think that's listening to his constituents.
I think we're at an impasse here. He's not going to allow us to talk to Vern Buchanan. I don't know if I'm alone here, but I think that we should demand that because that's our right.
I didn't say that I would not allow. Did I say that?
I mean,
Did I say that?
Well, I feel like he's not.
Excuse me, did I say that?
Yeah. Can I talk to him? Put him on the phone. I would like to talk to him.
I can't put you on the phone, but I said I'd put in a meeting request for you.
well, we would appreciate that if we could have a meeting request put in right now.
And we'll do it
However,
in a
we don't
organized
feel that that's
manner.
enough for today.
Well, just one
it's
question
fine.
though. How long does that process usually take?
It can take weeks to months. It depends. So.
Depending on who
I
you
feel
are,
like, you know,
how friendly you
No,
are
it is
with Vern
not.
Buchanan.
He's here in the district on certain days, and we'll look up ahead of time.
I think that, I mean, if Vern Buchanan really cared about listening to the people and listening to his constituents, it wouldn't take months for people who have, we're all students, you know, we're all busy, we all took time off of our schedules to march down
And
here
we've
to
been
show our
requesting
disapproval. And we've been
for this
requesting a meeting,
for
and so I think,
at least
frankly,
3 or 4 weeks
we're
now.
a little tired of the fact that we hear that Vern Buchanan cares about what we say, but when push comes to shove, it doesn't seem like that's actually what's happening, because we're not getting the meetings, and so that's why we had to come here, unannounced, to express these views, because we don't feel like there's an outlet. Vern Buchanan got invited.
Give it to the newspaper. I guess that's why the media
Yeah,
is
I know.
here. So.
I
don't
talked
meet
to the
with
media.
constituents with the media here either. So.
We called the media.
Yeah,
and the
I
media
know.
actually listened to us, unlike
I know.
Vern Buchanan.
Yeah.
So I'm feeling like we need to demand this because there's no other way that we're going to get in touch with Vern Buchanan. I mean, I don't know if I'm alone in this, but this is what I'm feeling.
What specifically do you?
Yeah.
Can we get some consensus?
You cannot call him right now on the phone. It doesn't work that way. But as I said, I didn't know about your meeting request before, so if you put in a meeting request through me, I'll give you a card, and then we'll try to set something up.
I mean, it's been almost a month. It's been like
As I just said, if you listen to what I said, was not aware of your meeting request. I don't know who you submitted the meeting request to. I will give you a card. If you want to email me personally, I'll try to set something up.
Okay, we'll take the card.
All right, let me get a business card, because you taught me a card.
I don't have anything else to say.
You said
Hey,
My
so
feeling
guys,
is that we should demand a meeting now and get as
He's not
loud as
gonna
we
call
have
it.
to.
that's not effective.
No,
in terms of,
okay.
like, I don't think anybody wants to
Yeah.
do that. Yeah, these signs are really key in front of that U.S. House of Representatives. Can I get some posing going on?
Anarchy number 1.
No, can we like get some nice signs held up in front of this?
Yeah.
Yeah. Beautiful. You look great. So if we have trouble getting another meeting, I mean, if another month goes by without actually getting any responses, we'll just call you. Well, we can call you.
You can call me or you can email me. But
Thank
you
you
need to
for
get the
using it. Yeah, thank you.
You need to email.
Yeah, you can email. Email's probably the best way.
Okay.
You get a lot of phone calls. You got 5 counties and 700,000 constituents, so it's a big area to cover. But thank you.